This is going to be the weekly reading for July 3rd to July 9th, 2023. Thank you so much for being here. I am going to cover the astrology for the week, and then I'm going to go and do a reading for each element. So I will have the video timestamped, and if you don't want to hear the entire video, you can just click on the timestamp for the reading or the portion that you want to watch, and then, of course, watch from there. But it's just that I don't have time to do 4 separate videos today. I just finished all of the July 2023 zodiac readings for each zodiac sign. And so please look at those. They're already posted in the channel, but I sort of just finished those, and now I'm already going into a weekly reading. So, I don't have the time and energy to do 4 separate videos, if that makes sense. I hope you're all right with that. I don't know if I will continue doing it this way moving forward or not. I'll just see how I feel about it. And then as it relates to the astrology, I do apologize that I don't have the wheel present for you in the video yet. To be honest, I don't know how to do that yet to where I can do a video and simultaneously have a screen up. I'm sort of new to creating videos and posting on YouTube, but I will learn, and someday soon the quality of it will get better. So thank you so much if you are already a subscriber and you listen to my readings. I do appreciate it. And I hope that you continue to follow me along the evolution of this journey and of this channel. I'm really, really grateful for it. Thank you again. Okay, so let's get started with today. So today's the full moon in Capricorn on July 3rd. Happy full moon, everyone. I did speak about the overall theme for the month as it relates to this energy and the fact that we are going to be thinking about what is more important to us, what we truly value, and making sure that we are not wasting anything and we are getting results in the things that, the efforts that we are making. But there are a lot of other details and factors that are playing into this full moon this month. It's a really heavy impacting full moon just because of all of the rest of the astrology going on. This month, it's not really like the peak high of astrology for July. That is going to happen next week. But this week, the full moon is really going to impact us in a really big way. So let's just sort of go through it. So the full moon is in Capricorn. Capricorn is Cancer's opposite sign, and the moon rules Cancer, right? So there's going to be an element of the Cancer energy as well here. But we also want to look at where Saturn is. Saturn is what is called the dispositor of this full moon because Saturn rules Capricorn. So when we're looking at this type of placement, we want to bring in the planet that rules the sign that the full moon is in. And we want to bring in that planet so we can get a sense of, a better way to delineate the message that the sky, the planets are trying to set forth and tell us, right? So where is Saturn right now? Saturn is in Pisces retrograde. So therefore, we are looking at Pisces and the planets that rule Pisces as well, which are Neptune and Jupiter. All right, so putting all of this together, and on top of that, this full moon in Capricorn is also going to be squaring Chiron, which is the asteroid, and it is considered the wounded healer. So here there's an element of some sort of healing and, just trauma process involved as well. All right, so just in general, as I look at all of these different factors, there's a feeling of importance. There's a feeling of something big is about to happen that is super serious with that Capricorn energy, okay? There's a climax here with the full moon. We know it's super serious. We know that we need to sort of get our hands dirty and get out there and do the hard work, right, with this Saturn Capricorn feeling. However, because Saturn is in Pisces, there are missing pieces. We don't have everything we need. We don't have all of the truth. We don't feel like we are in control. you know, we want to take charge and we want to control, like take charge of our own lives especially, but we don't feel supported, especially with that moon squaring Chiron. We feel alone because of this Chiron, and also Capricorn being the adult, the mature energy. Usually it's a lone solo type of energy. And so we feel alone, we need to take charge, we need to take control, but we don't have everything we need, we don't have all of the answers, and we don't feel supported. So that is what we're working with with this full moon, okay? But there's a need to rely on our faith heavily with this Pisces here. So Pisces is ruled by Neptune. And with Neptune brings a sense of not seeing things clearly. And especially right now that Saturn is in Pisces, but it's retrograde, we are having even a more challenging time without knowing the truth, right? Without seeing the honesty in the situation. So it's almost as though there's a filter around everything, and we can't see clearly. There's a veil that is, you know, surrounding something, and we can't get through it. So that is going to bring in some anxiety, because Capricorn needs to know. Capricorn needs results. Capricorn needs to see that at the end of the tunnel that there is going to be something that they created that is of value. And with all of the work that needs to be done right now, Capricorn cannot trust that they are, you know, doing like the right thing, like making the right moves, because they don't know what's at the end. They don't know what's going to come through later. And if they're just going to waste time, or if they're on the wrong track, you know, because they don't have all of the truth that they need to have around the situation. So therefore, we also look at Pisces, original ruler of Jupiter. So Jupiter is about having faith and having trust, right? So Pisces being in the mix, you know, there with Saturn, that Neptune process is going to make us feel like we don't know the truth, we can't see the truth, but at the same time, the Jupiter energy of Pisces is going to come in and say it's all right, you know, like just have some faith in yourself, have some faith in the universe, trust the process. More than anything, trust the process, okay? There's big things coming through, especially in our future, as we go more and more into the rest of the month and into the rest of the year with some of the astrology that's happening. I'm sure we can already feel that there are big changes happening in some part of our lives. And I'm sure that we already feel that we are not in control of them. And there's some anxiety around these serious things. So we need to make sure that we are grounding, that we have created some sort of spiritual routine to help us stay consistent with our faith. That we ground, go outside, spend more time with nature, spend more time with the things that are really important, filter out all of the distractions. The distractions only create more and more anxiety, and just make sure that you have a really good relationship with your higher self and the universe, and just like sort of give it to the universe, right? Like, I don't know what's happening. I'm going to do my best. I have faith in my ability. You know, I am going to trust that whatever is coming through is for the highest good, which it always is. And, you know, just have to go from there, right? And I understand, especially with you fixed signs, you know, maybe change is harder than it seems, harder than it looks. And I get that. But, you know, there's something big that's coming through for some of you. And, you know, it's just a matter of waiting right now. Just sort of wait it out, wait it out and trust the higher forces that be, that they're, taking care of the things. And, we will get the truth and we will get the support sooner than later. But right now it's just that weird, uncomfortable, uncertain time. And so we need to make sure that we are trusting that process and really, really working on our nervous system right now. All right, so that is going to take most of the week as it relates to the things that we're thinking about, the things that are on our mind. So by Friday, July 7th, Mercury in Cancer is going to sextile Uranus in Taurus. So what it's making me feel is we have recently, thought about all of the things that are happening with this full moon in Capricorn. We're going through the week and we're working through some of these energies. And by the end of the week, when the weekend comes through, we're just like sort of tired and done with it. Like we just need to have a good time, or we just need some sort of pleasure in our lives, or we need to connect with our family. With this Cancer Taurus energy, they're very similar as it relates to the comfortability of life, to being around and surrounded by the things and people we love, feeling, overall safe and secure within our environment. So it just makes me feel like you want to just sort of forget about the seriousness that the full moon is bringing. You can't do anything about it at this time. So you want to just feel good, feel comfortable, feel safe and supported by your family, your close friends, your home. Maybe some of you are going to, spend some time cleaning your home and creating a beautiful, more fresh, clean environment, right? Maybe some of you are going to want to spend time out, like go out, like dress up, right? With this Taurus energy, dress up and go out and, have some drinks, have some dinner with the people that you love, the people that you're close with, in a beautiful, more luxurious, pleasurable environment, right? So Mercury in Cancer is going to bring that need to communicate love and communicate feelings and connection. And then Uranus in Taurus is going to bring a sort of surprising factor to some of this communication as well. So you may just find yourself like in an environment where you all of a sudden did not expect to be in, but you're in it and you're having a really comfortable, familiar time, if that makes sense. Like it's feeding this sense of security and safety, to be yourself, to show up as yourself, to feel accepted even. I'm also feeling that as well. So yeah, that could play out in different ways, but Cancer Taurus themes here of home, family, luxury, pleasure, beauty, and then communication around the feelings and the emotions with that Cancer energy, and expressing love and feeling love at the same time as well. All right, so then we go into more of the weekend. So Saturday, it's going to be the last quarter moon in Aries. So, no, that is Sunday. Saturday is Pisces. The moon will be in Pisces and it'll be meeting up with Neptune here. So it'll just be an overwhelming watery energy. I feel like, just especially the water placements, or people with heavy water placements are going to need to express, I don't know why, but I feel crying. I feel people are going to be crying on Saturday. But there's also a sense of fantasy and romance here as well. And heavy creativity. So if you don't know how to express these emotions that are sort of bubbling up and coming to the surface, go into the creative zone, right? Like you can cry while you're painting, you can cry while you're listening to music or making music, right? Like maybe you need to just let a good cry out, but try to be productive around it and not sort of make it too dark or wallow in your pity or something like that. Like, try to find something that you can see and create as you are feeling these feelings, if that makes sense. So by Saturday night, the moon moves into Aries here. And then it is going to be trining Mars in Leo at some point Sunday. Yeah, so we're going into Sunday. So this is going to just bring in a sense of impatience, and you are maybe like out of this emotional place and now you want to sort of like start something new, right? Like after you've had a really good cry, like you come out of it and you're feeling refreshed and renewed and you're ready to take on the world type of feeling. And so you may want to start something new or just have a lot of energy on Sunday. But at the same time, the moon here is going to be meeting Chiron. So you may feel a little fussy around the fact that you're probably not going to be able to do everything you want to do on Sunday. So you may wake up and have all this energy, but something happens where, you know, the universe or life is just not allowing you to go full force into something. And so, yeah, there's just a little bit of fussiness there and a little bit of impatience as well. All right. So let's go into the tarot and do a little tarot spread for each of the elements. So let's start off with fire. Thank you so much for listening to that astrology portion. If you have any questions or comments, I'm curious to know what they are. Leave a comment on the reading. And like the video, if you were able to gain something out of it, I would appreciate it. All right, Aries, I'm sorry. Fire. Fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. What is the personal energy for this week for the fire signs? Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, please. All right. We have the King of Pentacles. So here is some earthly energy. Could be thinking about these big things that are happening in your environment as it relates to this full moon coming up. But you do feel really good, really stable, really solid, very grounded, powerful. I'm also feeling authoritative. In control as much as you can be. And there's a need to make a decision or a choice. Maybe you're you know, one of the ones that are in charge of making a decision. I don't know, I feel like in charge. Like you're the boss, or you're the, I don't know, you're the one that has to make a move or something like that. I feel people are depending on you as well to make the right decision, to make the right choice. In your environment, you have the Ace of Swords and the Queen of Cups. So someone in your environment, there's two people showing up here. So you have a more healthy, grounded, earthly type. And then you have a more nurturing, compassionate, loving type. Someone that leads with their heart, their intuition, their instincts, and exudes a sense of acceptance and love and, you know, healing. And then you have somebody that is really serious, in control, authoritative, stable, secure, solid. So reverse the roles is needed. But this person down here is coming through with some kind of truth. So whereas you need to make a decision, or you have choices here, make a choice. You have options and you need to make a choice. There you go. The other person here is presenting truth this week in some way. This person is extremely authentic with who they are, how they come across. Like they're offering support. I feel that strongly also. There's someone in your environment that is coming with like a, what is this? Like a skill set or a talent that you can use, or like they're offering like, hey, I know that you have to make this choice. I know you have to make the decision. You know, I have this, or I know this, or I can do this. I can help by doing this type of thing. They're providing you with some kind of insight or perspective as well. I feel that they are on your side. I feel that they are looking out for you, like for your best interest. They have a little bit of clairvoyancy going on, or some type of psychic ability, like they're just in tune with their instincts and intuition. So I feel that they have some sort of gut instinct or gut feeling that they have to tell you. And I think all in an effort, like this person is coming in all in an effort to help you make a choice in some way. Like what they have to bring, what they're offering is helping you with the choice that you have to make. You are creating, manifesting, alchemizing. You're coming out of a place where maybe you just didn't feel the funnest. You're coming out of a place where you're just like uninterested, whatever that is. And you're so, therefore, because you're not interested in something, you're creating change for a more celebration, creative, passion, fun, you know, bringing people together. Maybe you're planning a party or something like that. What else? Yeah, I just feel like family, friends, celebrating. At the, like in the middle of the reading, you have the death card. So here is there a transformative moment here coming through for you guys as it relates to matters of the heart, or maybe somebody comes to apologize about something in the middle of the week that changes how you see them, or changes, I don't know, what is this? I don't know, like maybe for some of you, you need to apologize, and you are summoning up the courage to do that so you can transform a situation. So, uninterest, boredom, maybe lack of energy, and you are deciding to manifest it and change up the energy field that you have, and you want to, maybe you're doing something in your home to do that, making your home a little bit more fun, it feels. Working on your yard, or like sort of beautifying it a little bit. But for the sake, I do feel like company, like you want to have company, or you are going over to visit, like something about people in your home environment, whatever that means. And you're creating this, you're planning this, like you're initiating this. And then middle of the week, there is someone coming through with an apology, or just overall telling you how they feel from the heart. So this is like a heart-to-heart conversation, or someone just coming in and expressing themselves from a loving, heartfelt place. But somehow this conversation or this approach, this meeting, changes something about you. Either you see them differently. Something took a lot of courage to do as well. But something changes here between you and another. By the end of the week, there's a little bit of stress and anxiety coming through around something that you're trying to create and build. Just watch out for that full moon and Capricorn energy that we just spoke about in the astrology, because that is hitting everybody really, really heavy right now. All right, so I mean, it's not this week, but I did say like later on in the month, we are going to go through these major aspects within the planets that are going to completely start the change of something big and some point of our lives, somewhere in our lives. So if you're already feeling this happening, there's a sense like of needing to ground and needing to, you know, again, control your nervous system, find some peace and calm. There's a lot of things that are going to be coming your way over the end of the week and into the weekend. and you may just have a moment of overwhelm. But you do want to make sure that you are reassessing, reevaluating, and just putting things on the table to make sure that you are focused on what is really important, so you don't feel overwhelmed by stress, worry, anxiety. Okay, so try your best to just be practical, be rational, and filter out all of the distractions, the stuff that is not relevant, the stuff that is only adding more and more anxiety that doesn't really matter. So going back to these zodiac readings that I did for each sign for July, that's where I spoke about how Capricorn, the full moon in Capricorn, is having us focus on the stuff that really matters. And if it doesn't, we are trying to move away from that. And the things that, you know, that don't matter, try to filter those out of your mind, so that way they don't add to this overall stress level that you may come across at the end of the month. I mean, at the end of the week, if that makes sense. But yeah, I'm curious about this Death card though. What is the transformation here for the fire signs? You have the Hermit, the High Priestess, yeah, wow, and the Four of Swords, yeah. So there, for the fire signs, there is a need, and I think that this is what this other person in your environment is trying to tell you or trying to bring you. I feel like this Knight of Cups and this Queen of Cups could be the same person. But whatever presence they have in your life that they come forth with this week, it's going to allow you to go into the depths of your situation and internalize your situation. So take a step back, go within, but about your situation. So this is not like trauma work, or, I mean, it could lead into it in a little way. I think everything, personally, I think everything has to do with trauma. So whatever. But like, this is about your situation and internalizing it, reflecting on it, and connecting with your higher self, connecting with, you know, the lesson, or like trying to connect with your spirit guide or God or the universe or something like that, to like have a conversation with that spiritual part of you and really get a sense of like, what is the lesson? Where is this guiding me? What is this change, you know, trying to tell me? Where is it taking me, right? And remembering all of your experience, and how this is also coming through, how all of your experiences and your talents and your skill sets and the journey that you've taken in this lifetime has pretty much set the tone and set you up really nicely for the changes that are about to happen. So use your strengths here. Come from a place of wisdom, come from a place of experience, connect with your higher self, right? And take a step back and just go quiet, slow, right? Speak slow, move slow. It's not a time for like the go, 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 you know, energy that the fire signs bring to the table. This week is asking you to just sort of step back, chill out, and internalize your situation, connect to yourself, talk to yourself, right? And really like get a better sense of what is to come, what steps to take next, what are you in control of, what can you do now, while some of these details get worked out in the near future, if that makes sense. Cool. Thank you. That was for the fire signs. All right, let's go into the next element. It's different doing the videos this way. I also feel like all of these zodiac signs and all of the elements are in one video. It's it's not just targeted, you know, to just one type of energy. There's a lot of different energy that I'm feeling. All right, after fire comes earth. All right, earth signs. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. You are same element as this full moon is in Capricorn. So you should be dealing with it okay. I don't feel that the earth signs are getting, unless you are a Capricorn. But the Virgo and the Taurus should be feeling all right now, at least for this week. But the Capricorn is here leading the charge for this month. What is the personal energy for the earth signs, please? For the week of July 3rd to July 9th. Okay, so you have the Queen of Swords and the Lovers. So for your personal energy, earth signs, you are very clean, very clear, very direct, to the point. You feel like you have things laid out. You have your plan together. You are thinking of all of the different details that have to do with the direction that you're going. There's a feeling of not letting anything disrupt that plan. There is the Lovers in your personal energy along with this Queen. And there's also the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is emotional fulfillment. And obviously the Lovers is love. Lovers. Anyway, but it also talks about a choice. I don't know if you're making a choice to move away from this Lovers. When you're, I don't know if you've ever listened to me speak about the Lovers card, but this is a beautiful energy. It just feels as though when everything is perfect, like there's immense joy, immense love, immense gratitude for your life, for life in general, for the people you love, for the people that love you. Depending on the rest of the reading will determine if the Lovers card is bringing in love, as in a romantic relationship. But other than that, it's like feeling like you are in bliss. Okay? And I don't know if this Queen doesn't want, like I was saying, I was feeling that there's like this Queen, he or she doesn't want to be messed with. Like they have a very, like they have a plan and they're like focused on something. And I don't know if you have the opportunity for the Lovers here and you are seeing it as a distraction, and therefore you are turning your head, you are turning your back to it. In your environment, there is emotional fulfillment as it relates to somebody else or other people in general. There is some sort of celebration here. What else? This is emotional fulfillment, like the peak of the love cards, the peak of the water energy. And there are other people, maybe other people are making you feel loved and seen and accepted. Maybe you like being around certain people at this time, like maybe during this week, is making you feel really good about your environment. Like your environment just feels like it has, you have support. You have people who are on your side, who are rooting for you. This is another person. I don't know. There's something. Earth signs. There's a feeling I'm getting about the Three of Cups here. I will clarify. I can't tap into it at this very moment. I want to say that, but I'm hesitant to say it, but I mean, I don't know what this is. Maybe you're hesitant, but like, I want to say that you are seeing different sides of them. You are seeing another side of them, something like that. And there is like an emotional connection. There's an emotional connection with a new side of a person that you just got to know. That's what it feels like strongly for some of you. Like maybe you knew this person, their friend, acquaintance, or whatever, even if it's your partner. But you see something about them this week that maybe you never really see that side of them. And it sort of takes you by surprise a little bit, but you create an emotional connection with a certain side of a person, which is weird to say. I don't want to say it like you're creating an emotional connection with a person. You're creating an emotional connection with just one side of a person. Is that weird? I don't know if that makes sense to you. It may play out differently for different people, but that's how I want to say it. All right. What is in the... Yeah, give me more info about the week itself for the earth signs, please. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. For the week of July 3rd to July 9th. Work. Work coming through here. What else? You're almost at the end of something. You're almost at like an accomplishment point. You're almost at the end to where you can see some sort of result with whatever it is that you're working on. And you're waiting on this. You're waiting to see the fruits of your labor. The beginning of the week. I feel anticipation, like anticipating results, and like let's just say you're going in Monday, Tuesday, and you were working on something last week. If this is like a work situation, but like you were working on something last week, and so you come in this week and you're just like waiting for them to tell you the results of something that you did, something like that. There's still uncertainty here, coming in with that full moon in Capricorn energy. Great, awesome, beautiful. You've accomplished something. By midweek, you see the results, you hear from it. So maybe the beginning of the week, it just takes a little bit to hear back from whoever you have to hear back from, or to, you know, get an answer to something that has to do with something that you've been working on. Midweek comes through, and even though it seems like there's a lot of misplaced details, I want to say misplaced details, even though it seems like that, like it's a little messy, you still know that you did it. You still know that you accomplished something. You're getting something, like you see the results that you wanted, something like that. People are proud of you. People are happy that you finished the thing, accomplished the thing. It also feels whereas other people are sort of still working on something, like you're done. You finish it early. I don't think it satisfies you enough though, whatever this was. Like, yeah, you have like a little taste of results and accomplishment or whatever, but it's like, this isn't it. This isn't everything. Like, there's something that's missing for you. There's a what is that called? I want to say there's a hole in your heart. I don't know who that's for. But like, yeah, like a missing element. Like, no matter how much work you put into something, you're never, like, for some of you, you never feel completely satisfied, because there's something that your soul, your heart is still yearning for, still wants, and you don't have that. So you work and work and work on things that sort of give you like a taste of it here and there. Like, it's enough to get you through. It's enough to hold you off. you know, whatever work that you do and how you accomplish your stuff, and your little accomplishments are like good enough for the moment, but they're not long lasting, because at the end of the day, you don't have the thing that you want. And like I don't know, this is so sad. I'm so sorry. Like, you live your life like that. Like, you live your life with a hole in your heart. You live your life always knowing that there's a piece of you missing. Jeez, earth sign. Okay. I mean, for some of you, it could just be like, you need to pursue your passion. Maybe what you're doing and your routine, like you have not stepped into your soul calling yet of what it is that you're truly passionate about. So therefore, none of this excites you enough. None of this satisfies you enough, that type of thing. For others, it's a broken heart or a loved one or something like that you don't have, or you can't be with, or, you know, whatever. Like, someone else has a part of you. Someone else has a part of your heart. And therefore, because you're not with them, like, your entire life is just always missing a piece. No matter how good you are at what you do, no matter how much work you put into what you do, like, you could be an expert and a master at something, and it will never be enough because of that. This one weekly reading just went like super deep. Sorry. I can't help what comes through, okay? All right, what else? For the earth sign, please. So the end of the week comes through, and maybe you're feeling some of this Pisces, moon and Pisces energy, but it's just like, I just want to sleep. Like, what you're passionate about in the week, the end of the week, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, like, the only thing you want to do is sleep. Like, that's what you're excited to do. That's what you're passionate about. You just don't want to deal. Like, you did something great during the week, and great. Oh, that's great. But there's something deeper. There's deeper stuff going on here. And you just need to nurture. Very heavy on the nurturing, the self-love, you know. And usually, like, I mean, sleep helps. Sleep heals, right? So yeah, that's pretty much what it is for this week for the earth signs. Let me know how it goes. If you're interested in leaving a comment, I would appreciate it. But let's move into the next element. After earth comes air. If you got anything out of that reading, please like it. Thank you. All right, so air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. What is in store for the air signs for the week of July 3rd to July 9th, 2023, please? What is the personal energy for the air signs for this week? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Libra will be feeling this full moon in Capricorn the most. So if you have strong Libra placements, just FYI. What is the personal energy? The Star. So air signs getting a lot of attention this week. Air signs walking into a room and lighting it up. Air signs providing blessings to the world. Air signs, by their presence, are changing things up. They have the vision. The air signs are the ones coming through with the vision. I felt that the fire signs were the ones that were like leading and have like in authority, where the air signs are the ones that are seeing how it's all going to play out and how it's all going to come together and work together. Obviously, I don't want to leave Earth out because I did their reading already. You're probably the ones that are going to do the work, actually. But yeah, everybody plays their role and everybody is equally important. But anyway, so a lot of attention on the air sign. There's this wish, this hope, there's a vision that you are working toward. I think that you get a little glimpse of it this week, or a little taste of it this week. There's sort of something that happens where you feel like you found a missing piece, or you found the puzzle piece and you're able to like, or the key, and you're able to like unlock a challenging thing, or like unlock the secret, or find what works in a situation, which just creates momentum from that point on. Like there's a solution that the air sign has found this week, and because of that solution, it's just like, yes, like that's exactly what we needed. Everybody huddle up, come together. This could be work or not work. I don't know why I'm talking like that, but it's like you know, this is what we needed. Now we can get started. Now we can follow through. Now we can implement, you know. Other than that, if it has nothing to do with other people and it's just for you and only you, you know, you have a goal. You want more. There's you want a big life. You want to feel, you know, like you are taking full advantage of every moment, and you are creating, you know, change and creating opportunity and creating momentum within your life. And I feel if you raise the energy and sit into some of this energy this week, like you can actually do some really good manifestation work. I'm feeling, even though the Magician is not here, it still feels very manifestation, like alchemy, like magic, like maybe depending on when you see this video, I'm trying to post it as soon as I can, but like do some elemental magic today on the full moon. Even tomorrow, you still have some time with the full moon energy. You know, with the full moon in Capricorn, if you want something, this is a good time to ask for it and do some sort of ritual for it, because Capricorn will give you results. Remember the results oriented feeling of Capricorn, what I was talking about in those zodiac readings. It's a good moment to do some magic like that. Anyway, in your environment this week, you have the Page of Wands. Inspiration, passion, new ideas. Ooh. In your environment, there's inspiration, passion, and new ideas, but it's like really passionate. Like, I don't know what you're getting yourself into. Here's the Capricorn energy as well, though. But geez, I feel like fire coming through here. I don't know if you're creating something. I feel like you are going to be very persistent, or somebody in your environment is going to be very persistent, and they are coming full force with this big, strong, powerful energy, whether it's you or someone else, to create passion, create intensity, create fire. This could be sexual for some of you. What else? Like indulging in pleasure, in luxury, in like feels so good but it's so bad type of feeling. I mean, if it's just for a week and maybe it's what you need, or, you know, maybe you're creating this passion, creating this energetic change within your surroundings, within your environment, for the sake of change, for the sake of stirring the pot a little bit. Like if you've been just really stagnant in a situation, which I feel like a lot of people have been, especially with the readings that I did for each sign, like there was a feeling of that as well, like needing to create change and momentum. And so maybe you're trying that and you're doing that somehow in your 3D and in your environment. You've created some sort of energetic, like high energy. Careful with the drama. I don't know if there is drama. We just came out of did I mention this? We just came out of a dramatic weekend, especially on the love front. And I'm only bringing that up because the devil is here that can cause low-level drama. Then you have the Knight of Cups coming through. So if you did deal with any romantic arguments or challenges over the weekend with some of the astrology that happened there, you may still be feeling that this week. If you did, and you're still dealing with it with your person, and you're, you know, like deciding, should I stay, should I go? There's the Lovers at the bottom. Should, you know, we work it out? Should I just end it? I think that in your environment, your person, or it could be you, is trying their very best to keep the drama going. So there's someone in your environment that may want to continue with the drama this week. There's a need to break a cycle at the beginning of the week. There's endings and breaking a cycle here as it relates to a romantic situation with the Knight of Cups. Look at that. It wanted to come out and it came out. And it's like you just want change. You just want to go upward and onward and forward, like higher vibing, you know, like you have a vision of what you want, and there's a lot of like drama coming through here that you may feel like it's just holding you down. There is indecision around a lover's situation here. Someone feels like really passionate and excited and optimistic, and it also could feel like you are the one getting a lot of attention, and you have an opportunity to be with somebody that is giving you like flirty attention or something like that, and you're just like, I don't know. It could have to do with this. Like if you had an argument and your person is like still in the drama, but at the same time trying to like manipulate or apologize or whatever, like they can be flirting with you, trying to get back with you, and you're like, I don't know. Be careful, because there's something you don't know actually. But at the beginning of the week, you're like, I need to end this. I need to break this cycle. Like you're turning back, you're back to someone. Midweek comes along. There's like the makeup parts of a fight. And maybe you indulge in it a little bit, but you're still unsure. If this is not a love situation, wow. If this is not a love situation, there's still an element of someone coming through with a heartfelt conversation, and you just don't want to hear it. Like there's breaking cycles here. So let's just say it's a family member, a friendship, somebody from work that has this pattern of like being wishy-washy or not really following through. Like it's just a whole bunch of words but no action, stuff like that. You're just like over it at the beginning of the week. Midweek comes, you have a boost of energy here. You feel really confident and in your element. Like you want to make things happen. But something is going on that you don't know too much about. Like there's something around you in the middle of the week that's like, I can't make a solid decision because I don't have all of the answers. Which once again goes into the the full moon in Capricorn, where what's it called? Like we don't have everything we need to get what we want done. We don't have all of the answers to follow through on something, right? And then by the end of the week, there's like high energy peak here. Something is going really fast and something is like happening really fast, like I don't know what it is. It's a lot of fire. Page of Wands, that's heavy fire. Ace of Wands, that's like essential fire, the element of fire. Eight of Wands is also fire, but it's like fast, 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 getting things done quick. Something's happening quick. Queen of Wands, fire, the feminine of fire, right? So there's a lot of fire here for you. The wheel ruled by Jupiter, also fire. So and then you come in. The feminine, the Queen of Air, Swords. Male or female. All right, so at the end of the week, these two cards, I just want to say at the bottom of both decks that I use, have to do with following your intuition and being extremely, extremely connected to your higher self. And it's just like standing out, because whatever is happening here, especially with you not knowing something, especially the devil coming out, there is a high need for you to stay connected to yourself. For whatever reason. I don't know, but there's something you don't know. There's something you don't trust. There's a reason why you feel you have to turn your back. And if you're turning back around over here, it's almost like I have a vision of like you're turning your back and then the cycle presents itself and you could either end it or go another round, right? You turn your back, you go, the cycle presents itself and you make a U-turn and you're coming back. But this time around, there's something you don't know. There's something you can't see. There's something being hidden from you, I feel. And then you end up being in a place where your hands are tied. You're going to feel stuck after this Two of Swords. By the end of the week, there's high. I feel like you come back around, you indulge in this cycle again. Things go super fast. There's a high passion peak. It's probably the makeup part of an argument. And then boom, you're back to reality in some way. Alone again. This is the card of the queen. This queen is not married. The king and queen of swords in the deck, they're not together. That's for some of you. I'm sorry if I am sort of I don't know, like it's not your situation. If it's not your situation, it's not your situation. But yeah, that's what it feels like. Like you come back down, like the fire fizzles out by the end of the week. And then it's like clarity sits in. And then you're just like, what just happened? And then it's like, just sort of reflecting on this whole situation and how this week happened. It just feels like a lot of things going on this week for the air signs. And then by the end of the week, it's like, whoa, like that was a lot. I need to wind down. But it does feel like, because the Queen of Swords also cuts, right? Like she has the sword. The sword is a weapon, right? And so there's an element with the Queen of Swords of like cutting things, being done with things, okay? So just FYI, male or female here. All right, let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for that. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Let's go into the water element. Ooh, I'm doing pretty good on time. All right. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Welcome to the reading. Who am I reading for today? Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. For the week of July 3rd to July 9th, 2023, please. What is the overall personal energy for the water sign for this week, please? One more. Beautiful. Queen of Cups, water card, water queen. I feel quiet. Are you going to be quiet this week? You have the Three of Pentacles. So here is an element of collaboration and a group of people being on the same page. Being on the same page to really like build something from the ground up. Being on the same page as it relates to planning, working together on a project. Whatever it is that you're dealing with this week has to do with other people being involved and the need to come together and be on the same page. And you're sort of bringing the element of compassion and love and insight. More than anything, you're bringing insight to the situation. I mean, the Queen of Cups is, this card specifically is ruled by the sign of Cancer. So the Cancer element, or sorry, Cancer energy is a cardinal water sign. And so there is an element of leading. With all the cardinal signs, the Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn, they lead and they initiate and they delegate. And, you know, like they're the directors of the zodiac. So yeah, you may be bringing, and I'm just saying that because there's an element of leading here, even though I understand I'm reading for all three water signs. There's an element of leading here, whether you're a Scorpio or a Pisces, okay? And so you may be, even though you are coming across compassionate and loving and all of that, and you're bringing insight to the situation that you're dealing with a group of people, you are also one of the leaders. Like you're also the one of them that's on top of the chain in some way, and you have influence. That's more of it. Like you're an influential figure in this situation, in this environment, if that makes sense. Like people go to you, as long as you're there, people know that they're okay. As long as you're there, people know that they're safe. If this is a big thing where there's a lot of people involved, I think your role here is to make sure that everybody is taken care of and everybody feels supported and people know that about you. So therefore, as long as the water sign is there, I am on board type of feeling. In your environment, you have the Nine of Wands. In your environment, some people have their walls up, or you may have your walls up, but there may be a need for you to have your walls up, but some people have their walls up here. There is a feeling of threat. What else in the environment for the water sign for this week, please? Two of Pentacles. You also have the High Priestess at the bottom. Two of Pentacles and Nine of Wands. So having your guard up and needing to protect something, or someone is doing that in your environment. And also weighing out options and juggling things. You may have a lot of things that you're working on this week. And it's like, I have different areas that I need to focus on. I have different groups of people that I need to focus on. And this could be anything. Like I'm not even, like I know sometimes it sounds like I'm talking about work. But, you know, it could be anything really. So, there's different groups I'm focused on. There's different parts of my life that I'm focused on. And you're trying to protect them. There's a protection feel here. And this could be you or someone in your environment. I also feel that there could be a lot of things happening in the lives of the people in your environment as well. So like your close people, it feels like they're going through it. And you're here as guidance, support, insight, nurturing, compassion, safety. You know, like if other people are going through a really hard time, like to be in your presence only helps them feel better. So you may be playing that role this week to a lot of people or someone in your environment who has their guard up and who is really like going through a lot of different things here. Maybe somebody is coming to you also to help them make a decision because they have like two options and they need to decide. And so maybe you are also helping another person decide what they need to do. All right, let's go into the details of the week, please. What else is there for the water signs? Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, July 3rd to July 9th of 2023. The Eight of Swords. So you feel trapped. Someone's feeling trapped at the beginning of the week. There's something that happened that, I don't know. Like you walk into the beginning of the week and you feel like your hands are tied. What is this about, please? You feel like your hands are tied even though you have all of these options? It's like a child that has like, it's like Halloween bag of candy in their disposal. Like it is right in front of them, but it's too late for them to eat any candy. Like they have like hundreds of candies, but they can't eat a single one. What is this? There's an opportunity for a new start. There's different ways of going about this new start, but I don't think you see that. I don't think you see how these options lead to a new start, or it also feels like you see that these options will lead to you having to start new. Like some of you, it's like you don't see how these options can lead to something new, right? Like there's just no way, right? Like you're playing the scenarios out in your head, like this path, if you go down this path, that's gonna get you to a dead end. You're not gonna be able to do the new thing. You go down this path, same concept, like, you know, different options that lead to dead ends that don't feel like new starts. At the same time, I'm also feeling some of you know that you have these options that do lead to new starts, but you don't want to start new, okay? There's some resistance to starting new at the same time. Like it's too risky, it's too dangerous, I'm gonna lose this. Like it's the fear mentality, fear-based thinking, and not really sitting into that trust that we're talking about with the astrology, with the full moon, making sure that we have that we are regulating our nervous system and having faith and trust in the process. Knowing the astrology, for those of you that don't really listen to the astrology, right? When you know the astrology, there's an element of like safety in a way of like, oh, I feel this way. Like let's just say this week as an example. I feel super scared because I don't have all of the answers. I don't know what's going to happen to me. I don't know what the changes are, but I know that changes are coming. So therefore I feel super scared. And then when you listen to the astrology, like a good astrologer speak on you know, whatever's going on in the moment, and then they tell you like the planets are doing this, which is going to make you feel like you don't know everything, and it's gonna validate how you're feeling, and the need to have trust and faith. It brings down that fear, if that makes sense, because it's almost like, okay, like it's a correlation between the feeling and the planets and the astrology and what's going on. And with that comes changes, because these planets are ever changing, right? So they don't just stay in one place, therefore change happens. So if you feel this way now, you're gonna feel this way for a bit. And yes, I'm telling you there will be change, but you need to have faith in the process. I'm also telling you that, and the planets are telling you that. Okay, so if you have like this really deep, strong fear about change, accept it, work on it. The planets are telling you, yes, change is coming. The planets are telling you, you don't have all of the answers right now. And the planets are also telling you, but it's okay. Trust and have faith in the process. Everything's going to be okay, right? Instead of spending all of this time in this low level place where you're only, messing with your body, with your health, with your environment, especially if you have kids, something like that. Like, all of this type of energy is contagious. Release it, let it go, have trust, connect with your higher self, create a spiritual routine, connect to the universe, connect to God, whatever your religion is, if you have one, and just trust and release all of these fears. It's not benefiting you in any way. Go into some creative stuff. Do something that, makes you happy. You have the Three of Cups midweek, people coming together, more accomplishment. And then the Five of Wands. The Earth reading we just did had the Six of Wands here and had the Five of Wands here. So you may have Earth in your chart or be dealing with some Earth people. But in the middle of your reading, you have major accomplishment. So for you to be in such a dark place, and then all of a sudden, like, you see, like, people are giving you attention, people are giving you kudos and praise, you see results of something, like midweek, you're going to feel better. You start off the week in this anxiety place. Midweek is going to come. You're going to feel better. There might be a little bit of drama with the people around you, especially with the Five of Wands and then the Three of Cups, the people card coming through right in the middle. There might be a lot of drama, like people not on the same page. It's almost as though you have your good, solid support system who's rooting for you, who's there for you. And then at the same time, there are people in your environment who are totally like going through it, which I was saying earlier about you being the person there for your group. Like, the people around you are really feeling it, and you sort of being their support system this week. Truth coming at the end of the week. Hopefully it's truth about whatever it is. It has you in this fear-based mental situation. Cycle is ending. Truth about something ending. And it may move a little faster than you thought, but it's all right. Control those emotions with that King of Cups, the Scorpio card here. All of you are showing up with the Scorpio card. The High Priestess has to do with Pisces as well. Pisces, Cancer. Queen of Cups, Cancer. So connect to your higher self. Have faith in your ability. Have faith in the process and in the universe at this point. Be there for your people. They need you at this point, and it's also going to help you heal yourself. By you being there for others and supporting others from an emotional standpoint, being more support, it also helps you and allows you to go through what it is that you're going through at the same time. And I can say that from experience because I do what I do and I am a reader. And this is what I do. So I think you'll be fine. Just have to get through this little moment, and it looks like you do. Alrighty. All right. I so appreciate everyone who listened to the reading today. Thank you so much for hanging in there. I hope that you were able to watch all of the different elements that are in your chart or in your environment with the people in your environment. Share the video if you know someone who is interested in this kind of content. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. I would love to have you there. And again, I really appreciate your time and energy. Have a wonderful week. Happy full moon in Capricorn, and we'll see you again next time.